it's like, free college! That's fair, that's just, that's why should we have to pay for our own education? It's a human right, whatever it is. Like, sorry, I'm sorry that you're either completely stupid or just so indoctrinated that you can't think about anything. Because the simple fact of the matter is this. If college becomes free, everyone will want to go. If everyone goes, college degrees become meaningless. If everyone can go, then college degrees have to be dumbed down to the stupidest people who want to go, which means that the value of a college degree will go down proportionately. It will go down to the point where a college degree will be a negative. Right, because in the past, when you had to be really smart to get a college degree, then a college degree meant you're smart, you can plan, you can work hard, you can study, you can follow through, you can have a 4-year plan, you can graduate, or yeah, you'll be a great person to hire. But if college becomes free, I'll tell you what will happen. Idiots will swarm into college. No disrespect, but people who just shouldn't be in college, who should be out doing trades or other things. Perfectly wonderful, perfectly fine thing to do in society. Not everyone is college material. Just like not everyone is MBA material. So when you're a bad person, just the way it is. So idiots will swarm into college. And college will then devolve from, wow, you can cut it in a really demanding discipline, to what kind of idiot wastes 4 years of his life taking nonsense stuff that's been dumbed down by idiots and doesn't even know what a bad decision that is. College will go from A+ to A-. College will go from something that you look that someone has avoided it rather than that someone has taken it. Like, wow, you went to college? I mean, I've seen that curriculum. It's really, really basic. And why on earth would you want to go to college if you're not being challenged, if you're surrounded by idiots, if it's been dumbed down, if there's all this leftist indoctrination? Why on earth would you bother going to college? I'll tell you this. I mean, if I was still hiring, I would really, really not want to talk to anyone who had an arts degree for sure. Like, oh my God. You've got to be kidding me. I was kind of on the fence. I've been on the fence, and then, I read No Campus for White Men, and I read a bunch of other stuff that was written about college, and I guess it's official now, folks. I guess it's official now. I am withdrawing my advocacy for all but absolutely essential college. Okay, you want to desperately be a lawyer because you love working 80 hours a week and then being unemployed. Okay, you desperately want to become a doctor because you love nothing more than either going to work for Dr. Keith Smith at the Surgery Center of Oklahoma, or spending the rest of your life filling out paperwork and getting sued. So maybe there's something you need to do. You want to be an engineer, you've got to go. Okay, go. Because you're not going to have a lot of social justice warrior stuff in there. But good God alive, if there's tiniest sliver of a possibility that you can do what you want to do without going to college, and you still go to college, I'm sorry, you have made a giant, colossal, massive mistake. College, non-essential college, is now a black stain on your judgment, as far as I'm concerned. Do not go to an arts degree. Do not go for anything other than the very boner hardest sciences you absolutely need, or some piece of paper which the government won't let you practice what you want to practice unless you go there. Do not go for anything that is not empirical. Do not go for anything that is not objective. Do not go for anything that is not scientific. Don't even think about it. It's indoctrination. It's crap. It's going to cost you time, money, emotional stability. You're going to be surrounded by insane people. Like I just did this daycare generation presentation where I just really a chat. Oh my God, the people you're going to be surrounded by, they're unhinged. I'm sorry, like it's a lot of it's not their fault, it's a daycare and bad education and so on, but the average high school student in America these days has more mental health issues than the average psychiatric patient in the 1950s. Like, they're crazy. Just crazy. And you're going to be indoctrinated, especially if you're a white male, you're going to be indoctrinated to hate yourself, or you're going to just have to grit your teeth and fight. Why would you pay to be abused? Why would you bother paying to be abused for 4 years, to come out with a degree that I think any intelligent employer is going to say, oh, really? You, what, public relations and political science? Why? Why would you want to delay adulthood? Why would you just go out and work in the field? History? Do you not have a library? I mean, this is way back to Good Will Hunting days, right? Like, the Will Hunting says to this college head, you just spent $100,000 on an education you could have got for $1.75 in late fees at your local library. And that's when you needed to go to a library, and Matt Damon had fewer jowls. This is, now you can go online, you can go to the internet, you can listen to this show, you can listen to other shows, the lectures are all online. Just go and dig in and learn the knowledge. You don't need to go to college anymore. If you've got any brains, not only are you way smarter than the people around you, and you're just going to be like saying, no, that's a pull door, not a push door. No, you turn the lid of the pickle jar counterclockwise to open. No, the bunny goes around the hole to tie your shoe, and then in this one, no, you broke the Velcro through, it's tricky. No, you have to recharge that before you yell at it again, because it can't listen to you when it's, yeah, well, okay, the CIA can, but it can't. And this is what you're going to say. But that's not the worst part. The worst part isn't, if you've got any brains at all, how much smarter you're going to be than the people horizontally. If you've got any brains at all, you're going to be way smarter than your professors, your teachers. Come on. You've seen what went on with the Dangerous Faggot Tour, right? You've seen what goes on when Ben Shapiro goes to try and speak. You saw Charles Murray go to try and give a speech, and they put some female professor in a neck brace, and they're pounding their asses down on Charles Murray's car, and then Charles Murray's like, oh, I understand. History. Hey, how would you like to study the history of how having white balls makes you evil incarnate? If you're like paying $75,000 to be sold, you're evil white man, you're evil white man, you're evil white man. Just put that on a loop and play it to yourself for 5 years as you slowly go insane. It's going to save you a whole lot of money, but you're going to kind of end up in the same place. Why? Why would you bother? Why? And why on earth would you want to put yourself in a situation where to succeed you have to conform to abuse? Why? See, you don't pay to join the mafia. They pay you if you're in the mafia. Okay, you have to conform to evil, but at least you're getting paid. Why would you pay to join the mafia and then go around breaking people's kneecaps when you found that an abhorrent thing to be doing? Except in this case, it's even worse. You're paying to join the mafia and you're breaking your own fucking kneecaps with the kind of spoons that you used to play old-timey, old MacDonald had up on, right? It's going to take a while, and it's going to be painful. Maybe they'll give you a fork if you're lucky. So why would you want to bother with any of this? Because there's this illusion, right? This robbed from the past illusion. Well, you gotta have a degree or nobody's going to take you that seriously. Bullshit. If you need a degree to give you confidence, you don't have confidence. You don't have. It's like saying, well, I'll feel beautiful once I've had plastic surgery. No, you won't. You'll feel uglier because you've surrendered to the idea that you're ugly to the point where you're willing to have your face carved out by a bunch of predatory high-profit butchers because of your insecurity. You will wear the surgery scars as a monument to your insecurity and your unhappiness. Oh, I know this. I knew a woman. Oh, my nose is too big. I'm going to have a new job. Well, she had the nose job, and what changed? Absolutely nothing. And that is where you're going to be. You're going to be in this hellhole of indoctrination and idiots surrounding you. And, by the way, should you be in possession of a penis of the albino kind, said penis may be dragged into a hearing room, and you may get into some serious shit when you can't even have a lawyer present, and you can't actually confront your accuser, and you can't do, I don't know, any of the basics that common law or has had as your privilege for many, many hundreds of years. Why? Because some crazy bunny boiler said, he raped me. Or, here's another one. I got another one for you. Maybe some minority gets upset at your particular perspectives, and what they do is they punch themselves in the face, Ed Norton Fight Club style, and then blame you. Because apparently just about every hate crime in the known universe is self-inflicted bullshit these days, and it's all a hoax. Just Google hate crime hoaxes, and boom, scroll. Forget it. Why would you want to do it? I don't care who's paying. I don't care how much time you have. I don't care how much you want to delay adolescence. My God, you understand? Going to an arts degree college these days is going to make you sick. It's going to make you indebted. It's going to paralyze you. You're going to graduate, even if you graduate with no debt, you will be 4 years behind the curve of people who went out and got a job. And if you can't get a job in the field that you want, make the job in the field that you want. You know, at least half the people I have on this show, I have no idea what their education is, and I could care less. The only people I know who actually have their education is they're a professor or they're a doctor or something like that. Most people, I don't care. I don't care. What degree does Paul Joseph Watson have? I don't care. What degree does Alex Jones have, other than Nostradamus, doctor of prognostication for infinite slang? I don't know, and I don't care. Do I have a degree, a PhD in philosophy? No, I don't. Good, because if I did, I'd be much more boring. I know that I have to fill that deficiency and gain credibility, so I gotta work harder. I'm telling you, employers are going to get hip to this if they're not hip to it already. You went to college? What are you, an idiot? Why? Why can you not hack it in the real world? Do you just love to be surrounded by idiots? I'm sorry, we're not surrounded by idiots here, and so you probably won't fit in very well here. Or you get a college degree in the arts, and you get that on your resume, on someone's desk. You know what the average employer is going to think? Ooh, leftist social justice warrior. Ooh, we're basically going to have to build a conveyor belt from their cubicle to human resources, because they're going to go and launch complaint after complaint after complaint after complaint after complaint. They're going to cause problems, and they're going to say, oh, you're being exploited by that capitalist class bastard in the corner office. What does he do? He doesn't type, he doesn't produce any code, he doesn't make things, he barely even makes any phone calls. What's he doing in there all day? I don't know. Keeps his blind so you can't see the reflection of his monitor. Window. Why don't any of these windows open by the fan? Oh, God, it's corruption. Class. You're going to have some commie agitator in there stirring up a whole bunch of shit in your workforce. Why? Because they went to an art college and they got indoctrinated. It's going to become a negative, and the more people they just dump and pump into college, the more negative it's going to become. Now, if Trump does stuff he's talked about, which is sort of cutting his student loan guarantees from federal government and so on, if college is starved of the dumb money, like the idiot subsidy, then they'll have to start being more exclusive in who they choose to get in. And that is just a confirmation devoutly to be wished for. I don't know if it's going to be enough to save college, because there's this show, and the number of people, I can't even tell you, I couldn't even tell, the number of people who've written to me over the years and said, I learned more in like 5 podcasts from you than 4 years in college. Yeah. And so this sluice of dumb money that they're being handed, it's like monopoly money for children. Hey kids, feel like eloping at being a scholar? We can help you out right now. We've got safe zones. We've got rooms with beanbags and videos of puppies playing and chocolate and Play-Doh, just in case you come across an idea that challenges your tiny-minded bigotry and something that makes you jump back. Now, for most of you, of course, particularly the female variety, when you jump back, the flab underneath your arms will take probably 6 to 8 minutes to join the rest of your body, because it's sort of like fly fishing. You're going to come back. So you can jump back. Your skeleton will jump back through your body fat, and your land-boiled extremities will then whiplash back into you. So it might take a little while, but then you can soup up all this stuff. You can soup up your belly. You can put it on a wheelbarrow. You can wheelbarrow it into a safe room where you can screech autistically about how free speech is raping and killing you, and how much you want to kill people you disagree with, because you're all about diversity and tolerance. And there won't be any flapping. Don't worry, if you're up there and giving a public speech, we won't startle you with any visible sounds of vulgar like applause, jazz hands, full songs, all of your problems, we're not going to shock you with any actual learning. What we're going to do is we're going to take all of the deep-seated paranoia and prejudice sewn into your very soulless cavity by trauma, by neglect, by being unloved, by daycare, by physical unattractiveness, all of that stuff. We're going to take all that, and we're going to wad it up into a tight conceptual ball, and then we're going to put it in your belly and teach you how to squeeze your butt muscle so it comes out of your belly button like a cannonball, and lays waste, Serious Sam style, to everything in your path. And that we'll call an education. Why? Because we've got a whole bunch of dumb money, and we're going to use the dumb money to spend it on dumb people so everyone can pretend you've learned something. But all you've learned is how to make yourself even more unappealing than you were before.